there, my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. I'm PurpleRodri. In the last episode, we defeated the second Elite Four member, Koga. In today's episode, we're going to make our way through here and enter the lair of the third Elite Four member. As you can see, he's up there waiting for us, and I've gotten ahead and left Veloce up in front like a lot of you guys suggested. We are ready to take on this guy, so let's go ahead and talk to him.
I am Bruno of the Elite Four. I always train to the extreme because I believe in our potential. That is how we became strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, Rodri? You will bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha!
Here we go, Rodri versus Bruno, the third Elite Four member, the fighting type master. We are more than ready to take this guy on. We are challenged by Elite Four Bruno, who's pumping his fist, who's flexing, who's trying to intimidate us, and who's gonna send out a Hitmontop. As you can see, I have Veloce up in front, and I'm gonna go for the fly right away. Hopefully we can get these flies off without taking too much damage, and that would be a pretty good strategy for us. We're gonna see what Hitmontop pulls out of its bag. Hopefully it won't be anything too crazy, and hopefully, we'll be able to keep the upper hand on it. Alright, let's see how much damage the fly is going to do to it. Came very close to KOing it. Hitmontop went for the counter. That is probably going to hurt a lot. I would be surprised if we lived through that. We're going to see if we can do it. And no. So Veloce is down. Our flying type Pokemon has been taken out. And it is actually time to bring out Aqui. Aqui will be very good to go against this Hitmontop, because this Hitmontop, from what you guys told me, actually has Dig. So what I'm going to do is just kind of, go with the Earthquakes, hoping that it digs down and then we can just KO it while it's under there. Alright, Bruno used his first full restore, which is good for us. As long as he knocks those out early in battle, we should be looking pretty good for later on. Alright, let's see how much damage that did. It did about half, which is quite decent. We should be able to take it down here with the second one, and we should be able to continue on from there. It's going to be a lot tougher now that Veloce is down, but you know what? We can do it. If it really comes down to it, we do have revives just in case, but I think we'll be able to handle it even with Veloce KO'd. Alright, Hitmonlee is going to come out next. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not too sure who to send out, but I'm going to send out Sokka, because Sokka, as you guys know, also has a flying type move, Aerial Ace. It's not just Veloce that has a flying type move. Sokka does as well, and since Sokka's a fighting type, it should be quite easy to, counter attack these dudes. Alright, Hitmonlee's going to go for the Blaze Kick. That's probably going to burn me down to crap because I'm a bug type. Alright. Super effective. We're gonna go for the Aerial Ace. Let's hope that we can get it very low, maybe to the point where Bruno's gonna have to use a full restore. This Pokemon is probably gonna KO me. I'm gonna just go ahead and let's use a Hyper Potion really quickly, because I want to see what this Pokemon's gonna do. Maybe Bruno would use the full restore on it, maybe not, because I'm pretty sure Bruno has like 1 or 2. I think it might be 2 actually, so I guess we'll find out from here. Alright, what are you gonna do, Hitmonlee? It went for another Blaze Kick. Yeah, it's trying to lower me, and there's not much I can do. I'm pretty sure it's faster than me as well. We're just gonna have to finger cross right here, and it went for another Blaze Kick. Pretty sure it's gonna take us down here. If for some miracle we survive, we did! We survived with 1 freaking HP, and that's gonna take down this freaking Hitmonlee. Boom! Hitmonlee is down. The miracle on ice has happened. We somehow survived with 1 HP, and we were able to take that Pokemon down. Alright, Hitmonchan is gonna come out, and it actually is time for us to start mixing things up a little bit. I think Aqui will be able to do this quite nicely, so let's go ahead and send Aqui back here. Aqui also has Yawn, so now it's a battle, to see if we can actually hold up. It's a lot tougher without Veloce being around, so we're going to see if we can actually do it. Alright, I'm going to throw out the Yawn on Hitmonchan, since I don't know what kind of moves Hitmonchan has. Oh, good! Hitmonchan has the Ice Punch, so it won't do as much damage to us. Good call bringing Aqui out here, and then we'll be able to throw out the Earthquakes and probably KO this Pokemon. Alright, let's go for the Earthquake then. We only have a couple left, so I don't want to waste all of them. We'll see. I'll probably start using Waterfall a lot more, actually. Just, I'm kind of hesitant on it because I don't know how much damage the Waterfall will do to these fighting types. Alright, let's see how much the Earthquake is going to do. Probably a crap load of damage. That did quite a lot. And Hitmonchan is asleep. I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno switched it out, but you never know with an NPC. You never know what they're going to do. Alright, we're going to go for the Waterfall, and that should probably come close to KOing Hitmonchan over here. I guess we'll figure it out once we actually do it. And it is down. Very nice. That is a very good strategy to use against Bruno then. Aqui also grew to level 46, which makes it a lot better for us. Alright, Machamp is coming out. I'm gonna keep out Aqui then. I don't know who else to, you know, put up against the Machamp. Everyone else would probably pretty much get KO'd. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Yawn, first of all. And then, you know, if it comes down to it, and we can weaken it, and, you know, keep Bruno from using full restores, then we should be good. Alright, now it's the time to battle. This is Bruno's strongest Pokemon, so the show really is on. I am thinking of switching out to Zuko, actually, because I feel like Zuko would be able to do a crap load more damage. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to switch out to Zuko, who I'm pretty sure would be able to tank one of Machamp's attacks and then allow us to, you know, keep going through here. All right, Machamp's going to go for the Cross Chop. Let's hope that Zuko can hold out and actually tank it. Yes, good job, Zuko. There we go. I don't know if we would have been able to tank that on Aqui. And now I'm going to go for the Blast Burn. We have not seen a Blast Burn out here in the Elite Four yet, and I think what better time than to use it now against this super strong Machamp. We're going to see how much damage it actually does to it, and it KO'd it! One hit, Machamp is down! Fantastic, we are doing quite well. Bruno has one Pokemon left, and it's an Onix. Now it's time to switch out and bring out Glamis. Come on out, Glamis. You can do this. You can wrap this up. You can take down Bruno's last Pokemon. It is your time to shine, my little Dragonair. All right, Bruno's going to send out Onix, and we are actually...
Fight as hard as you can until you faint.
Oh, well, that's great. Good for you. I'm going to go for the Aqua Tail, which should do a decent amount of damage on this Onix. We should be able to take it down now quite easily, and we shouldn't have any trouble with this. All right, Onix is going to throw out an Earthquake. Why, Onix? Just, you know what? Just kind of lean over and just let me sprinkle some water on you, and then let's just end this battle in a friendly fashion.
We're standing firm.
All right, good for you. I'm glad you're standing firm. We're going to land this last Aqua Tail, which should take down the Onix, and that is it. That is Bruno's last Pokemon. See you later. Woo! That was incredible. That was a very, very tough battle. We defeated Elite Four Bruno.
Why? How could we lose?
All right, we got 55-20 for winning.
Having lost, I have no right to say anything. Go face your next challenge.
All right, I guess we're going to have to go face our next challenge now because we have defeated Bruno, the third member of the Elite Four. It was a lot tougher than I expected it to be, so I expect this fourth one to be even harder. If you guys have any tips, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.